Hello and welcome to today's edition of Route 664, The Road to Human Kindness. I'm your host, Les Winston, and I'm the national spokesperson for socialsecharity.org, which is a project of the Endow American Network Foundation. It's a 501c3 organization that's been created to increase the public's awareness of philanthropic giving, the public's awareness of how to reach a philanthropic advisor, a professional philanthropic advisor, how to use social charity devices. Those are charitable remainder trusts, charitable gift annuities, and pooled income funds, how you can use those for your benefit, your family's benefit, and then for the community's benefit. It's a win-win-win situation. Even the government wins because they're the ones that did this. They created it over 50 years ago, and very few people know about it, but we want to bring it to your attention. That's why this program is called Route 664. Section 664 of the tax code is what we're talking about. It's one of the code sections that helps you create a financial planning device that can be very valuable and powerful in your own financial planning. But you need to work with a professional who knows how to use it properly. And you can find those on our website at socialsecharity.org. That's socialsecharity.org. We are about human kindness and we're about caring for people. And my first guest this morning is the medical director of the ChenMed Center, Elizabeth Rizzo. Dr.
Good
Rizzo,
morning.
good morning. Nice to have you join us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, and you are the medical director for ChenMed Senior Services
In Aventura, that's correct.
in Aventura. So tell me a little bit about ChenMed.
So ShenMed is a medical center. We provide services for patients 65 and older. So basically Medicare Advantage to be more specific. Um, we take care of our patients. We have a different kind of model. We take pride on the job that we do. We see our patients every month. Um, we make it a priority to get to know our patients. That's why we see them more frequently, and we treat our patients like family.
And is that what you think makes you different from other medical centers? Is that what's important to ChenMed?
That's one of the things that make us different from the other clinics. I would say the most important things is that we're very available and accessible to our patients. All of our patients have our personal cell phone numbers. We have a doctor on call 24/7. So it's always a pleasure for our patients and for ourselves to be able to be in contact with them. So my patients will text me, they will call me, they will ask me, hey, I have these symptoms. Do you think you can see me tomorrow, or do I need to go to the hospital? So having that relationship with the patients and having that availability, I think is what sets us apart from other clinics and other medical centers.
Do you have multiple specialties in your practice in ChenMed?
We do. We have in-house cardiologists, we have acupuncturists, we do x-rays, we do labs, we do ultrasounds. And whichever specialty we don't have in-house, we refer the patients out.
So your patients, like you say, are family, and they feel comfortable when they go to the doctor's office. Does that encourage them to come more often?
Yeah, they do. They like it. They love it. There's some patients that are here basically every other day.
Okay. And is ChenMed the senior? Is this this is a I guess this is a Medicare Advantage program? Is that what
It
is that
is.
how that works?
Yes, it
Could
is.
you tell me how that's different from regular Medicare?
So the patients have more benefits. Like for example, we provide transportation to our patients. Like I said, some of the other benefits, like I told you, we provide our cell phone numbers. We're more available to our patients. We
Does the
have a
patient?
relationship.
Let me see if I just let me check the one thought that I had, because I know some people get Medicare coverage and they get a supplement, and that's not the same as Medicare Advantage. Do you provide drug coverage as well in the ChenMed program?
So we have a dispensary. We have a pharmacy here that we have around like 500 different kind of medications. If for whatever reason the medication that the patient is not taking is not here, we can send it out to an outside pharmacy, to any other pharmacy.
And is the coverage for the medication included in their
Yes,
ChenMed program? Okay.
it is included. which
How
is
did,
really good for patients that are living like in ALF facilities, because
mhm.
sometimes patients that are in assisted living facilities, their medications are not covered at that location, but they're covered through us. So that's another benefit that, they could save their money in there.
Well, they also don't have to pay for Part D
Hmm.
under Medicare, right? Is that correct?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. How long has ChenMed been operating?
For 30 years.
And is it started locally here in South Florida?
It did. The first office is the one that we have located in Miami Gardens. And we're very proud to say that right now we have over 85 locations all over the United States. We have in other states, in Georgia, Chicago, Philadelphia.
Is your
We're opening many centers.
is the idea that you want to expand more
Of course,
into more
we want
cities?
to be the number one primary care provider in the nation and hopefully in the future in the world.
Okay, that's a pretty big order. But if you're providing the type of care that you're talking about, which sounds like loving care, where you care about the patient, they're not just. How many is there a lot of waiting time at ChenMed
No,
centers?
no. Our waiting time is usually around 15 minutes. And even though we're growing, I want you to know that our PCPs, our primary care doctors, have a limit of patients. Their panels usually around 400 patients. So that's why we're able to see the patients more often. That's why we're able
About
to see the
400.
400 patients.
Okay, so
Compared to other
that's
plans, they
that
have
is
like.
that in your plan. That's what also makes it unusual, I guess. That's how you can give more care and spend more time with patients.
Of course, because the small panel size allows to have more time with the patients and provide more quality care. Like we get to really know our patients. We become family. We see them so often that they know about my kids. I know about their cats. I know about their dogs. It becomes a really family. It's a relationship.
Okay, and you have hospital privileges as well. If somebody has to go to the hospital, how does that work?
So we do. We're located really close to the Aventura Hospital, and
Hmm.
we have hospitalists, which are doctors that work in the hospital that work for Shin. So we have a good communication with them as well. So while our patients are in the hospital, we know what's going on with them.
Okay, and so I'm going to put on my other hat for a second. As the president of the Aventura Sunny Isles Beach Chamber of Commerce. I know that you've joined as a member, and we're very happy to have you as a member.
Thank you.
And we certainly are very privileged to have a care facility like yours available
Thank you.
to the folks in Aventura. So, tell me how somebody would become part of your belong to ChenMed. How does that work?
So anybody that would like to be a part of our family, they will call us. We will schedule them a tour to show them the facility, to show them the clinic, to explain to them what we offer. And then, if they have Medicare, they will be in contact with one of the MGCs and we'll enroll the patient.
Okay. My guest is Elizabeth Rizzo. She is the medical director, Dr. Elizabeth Rizzo. She's the medical director of ChenMed in Aventura. Have I got that correct?
Yes.
Good. Okay. I studied that for about 20 minutes this morning. I always want to make sure that
Mhm.
my interviews, people know who I'm interviewing and that they can reach out to that person as well. So how do they reach ChenMed?
So our phone number is 305-466-7333. I can give you my personal cell phone number since all my patients have it. Is 786-368-6635. And you guys can call us. You guys can stop by. We're 2801 Northeast 213th Street, Aventura, Florida.
Hmm. Okay. We're looking forward to seeing you very shortly in an event to formally welcome you into the chamber. And also thank you for joining
Thank you.
us this morning on
Thank you
Route
so much.
664, the road to human kindness. Thank you, Dr. Rizzo.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yes. Have a great day. Okay. So, you have a very important member in the Aventura Sunny Isles Beach Chamber of Commerce. Um, we're probably going to have some sort of open house event to formally welcome them into the chamber, and we certainly invite you if you're in the Aventura area to investigate the potential of working with ChenMed, having them as your personal physician. Switching back to our normal programming, we've got a lot of interviews up on the YouTube channel, and those interviews are pretty good introductions. You can find a lot of information in those about charitable lead trusts, charitable remainder trusts, how to do the planning, and you can also entertain yourself at the same time. If you go to the radio station, go to route664.org and listen to our digital radio station 24/7. Or
Route 664 radio route664.org/radio.
route664.org/radio will take you to the radio station from any computer, and also if you have CarPlay, whatever. That's my technical experience. And so what are we doing next, Wanda?
We have charity. We have another adventure.
Oh, okay. So we got the Legend of Charity continues. And with that, let me introduce you to Charity, Chapter 2. As Charity drove America across America, she came to a little town called Dullsville. It was all dark and gloomy, a colorless black and white, as if out of a 1950s sitcom. She couldn't help but wonder as a special power of telepathy kicked in. Telepathy? It's a mix of telepathy sprinkled with a bit of empathy. She felt the vibe of the town crying out for help as she heard the slow, lifeless rhythm of a radio playing from the local station. She stopped to talk to some of the locals when she met the owner of the radio station.
What's going on here, man? Where's the music, the life, the color?
We have no money, no funds to keep the community going. Our town is steeped in debt, and there's little to no financial base in this town, so everyone goes somewhere else. Problem is, the whole country is pretty much on the same boat.
The situation was unacceptable to Charity as she took over the radio controls.
Better let me handle this.
She turned on the mic and began to sing, her voice being amplified by the station's tower for miles. Musical notes could be seen in rich, vibrant colors shooting out from the tower as the waves rippled away. She called her three friends, Chigaro, Cratius, and Pithecus, all three beaming down to the planet's surface on a little lifeless town as they began to shoot laser beams from their eyes again. The lasers changed the whole scenery as the radio station changed to a rich mural of colors and graffiti designs. The music started pumping with a rich, modern, jazzy touch. Suddenly, kids were playing on the streets, teens were dancing in their high schools, and even the cops and city officials were grooving at City Hall. The local mom and pop shops started hustling and bustling with the scent of freshly brewed coffee and the sound of gas registers going. Street vendors passed out flowers to visitors, and birds chirped all around the local park.
You brought our town back to life. We can never repay you all enough. But how did you do it anyway?
Charity.
Charity?
Charity's my name, and social security's the name of the game.
Social what? Social security?
No, social security. It's a concept that's been around since 1969 in Section 664 of America's Internal Revenue Code, which we also call Route 664, the road to human kindness. It teaches Americans how to create reliable income for themselves and, at the same time, endow America with financial freedom, all through the power of philanthropy.
That sounds too good to be true. And isn't that a tool for the rich? Who can we talk to so we can learn more?
I know. It sounds incredible, doesn't it? But it's not just a tool for the rich. In fact, it's designed precisely for America's hardworking middle class. In addition to Social Security, you can open a Social Security account. And when you give to charity, you create income that has the potential to grow every year. The government also reduces your taxes. Just tell everyone about Social Security, because if enough people use it, we can save America from financial crisis. You can speak to a professional philanthropic advisor today. Visit socialsecurity.org. What are you waiting for? Superheroes and space wizards? Come on, together we can endow America.
She's taken on. So we want to help you help her. And the way to do that is by becoming more knowledgeable about how you can be an informed taxpayer, pay less in tax, how you can also improve things for your personal income in the future and pay less tax now. You can also plan to leave behind a legacy that's important into the community. Social Charity is very similar to Social Security in a lot of ways. They're both government programs, both sanctioned by the government. They were both given to us in order to create a social benefit, social benefits to all. The section of the code 664 is part of the 1969 Tax Act, which created other sections as well. There are three primary things that we do with Social Charity. One is to create charitable remainder trusts. Second is to create pooled income funds. And the third is to use charitable gift annuities. Those are all three very powerful devices that all three of those are powerful devices that can create income for you later in life and can supplement what we hope will continue to be Social Security going in the future, and also any other retirement plans that you have. Generally speaking, there needs to be planning done using those devices properly, because you are giving away the asset ultimately, but you are getting the income for the rest of your life. And you can do this with non-cash assets. I think that's the most important thing for me to stress right now, is that you don't need to have cash to do this. You can do this with assets that you have, that you own a small business corporation, you own maybe a residential real estate, a vacation home, and it's time to liquidate it, or you have a shopping center that's a piece of real estate that you want to liquidate because it's time to sell it. You can do that without paying capital gains tax on the transaction. You can use all of the funds that you get from that for income, and that sometimes makes the entire difference between wanting to sell a piece of property or not selling a piece of property. As a chartered advisor in philanthropy, I can tell you that I've used these devices for many clients in this area in Dade County, in Broward County, and the ultimate result is a much happier camper. People don't like to pay tax if they don't have to, and people want to have more income if they can get it. And leaving something behind, if you get those benefits, it's painless charity. It's painless philanthropy. And I like to stress that you can do that when you're advised properly. You can find information about professional philanthropic advisors at our website, socialsecharity.org, socialsecharity.org. We're joined now by Joe Gabbers. Joe Gabbers is the ambassador for the Aventura Center Beach Chamber of Commerce. He's the go-getter. He's the guy that's out there talking to everybody, letting them know the benefits of being a member of a Chamber of Commerce, of our Chamber of Commerce, and it's beneficial to be a member of any Chamber of Commerce. Chambers of Commerce have been around for a long time, and they serve a very important purpose in all communities. So good morning, Joe. How are you?
Good morning, Les. Hi, how are you? And good morning, Wanda. Wanda's doing a great job. And, getting that message out with 664, it's essential. I do love the artwork. And what we're doing right now is we are working on the Chamber Teen Program. And the Chamber Teen Program, what we're trying to do is we're trying to welcome the youth, all right? They're growing up here in Aventura, Sunny Isle Beach. What we'd like to do is we would like to encourage them to stay in the area. And that's why we're working together, seeing if we can do things like help schools in the area. And one of the very, very important things about dealing with young chamber members, 13 to 18, hopefully we can keep them 19 thereafter.
Okay.
They are the early pioneers forging the road to human kindness, 664, right here in our community, right here in Aventura and Sunny Isle Beach.
The sound dropped off a little bit. Hold on, Joe. Is his sound all right?
Yes.
Okay. Did you cut your mic a little bit, Joe?
Okay. No.
Okay, there you go.
Is it
That's
better
better.
now? Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes
that's
I got to get it closer. Yeah. As I say, what we are looking for is we're looking for the early pioneers forging the road to human kindness.
Okay.
There's a lot of work right here in Aventura, Sunny Isle Beach that we can do through 664. The young teens that we are looking for, we're looking for those that are team spirited. Those
Okay.
that are trustworthy, they are interested in building their trustworthiness.
Okay.
They have to be outwardly caring. There is an intersection in between the youth and then also senior good citizens. Now,
Okay.
the senior good citizens that we're welcoming into the community, we hope that they could be mentors for some of our younger members, and we hope that the younger members also can help in mentoring the senior members.
Yeah, it's always I've always thought it was a significant waste that we don't tap into the minds of the experienced. The mentoring that a senior can give to youngsters is very important. Um, Actually, the young people probably get along with grandparents better than they do with their parents. So maybe that's one of the reasons why it works. If the older folks will mentor the younger folks. So how does a young person become a chamber teen?
A great question. What we've done is we've added a new membership category on our website. What we will be doing is we will be promoting some of the venues in the area, some of the members in the area that are interested in promoting their facilities. They're going to be offering discounts to chamber teens. All you need to do is scan the membership application, which will be on the back of the card, and just to enter your data, and it's half price.
What card are you talking about? Which
Oh,
card?
these are the flyer cards that we will be circulating.
Okay, great. Where are you
All
going to
right, so
circulate those? Where are those going
yeah,
to be?
they're like 4x6 cards. So
Okay.
we leave them at participating vendors and members of the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay, great. So if a young person sees one of these cards, this is an opportunity for them to become a chamber teen and to become involved with the Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, and you know that the QR code on the back of the card, it makes it easy.
Good. Okay.
You know that folks like myself like us over the age of 30, it's a little bit of a challenge.
Technically challenged, huh?
Technically challenged. Yeah, we have to manually go in, and which, by the way, for the youth, it's not a problem at all. Just come to asipchamber.org, look at membership, see what we're about, see some of the things that we're doing. The membership application could be accessed either on your laptop, asipchamber.org, or please, when these flyers are being circulated, just scan the code, enter your data, and you're in.
Good.
There's a great intersection, as I said, between the seniors and also the youth. Now, Caleb Smith stands out. He's not a member of our chamber, but he was a member on your show. And we are dealing with young entrepreneurs with ability. Something like Peace Bunny Island is something that we'd like to encourage, and we want to help mentor young adults to build their own businesses, share this concept, whatever it is that's, it's in between the two ears and the gray matter, and it's young. So
Okay.
there's a lot that we can do with it.
Between the two ears.
Hopefully, yeah.
The rabbits again. Okay. All right. So let me just go back for a second. So you're saying Peace Bunny? I mean, Peace Bunny Island. Caleb Smith is an example of somebody who started a business, but he's actually looking for franchising or not franchising, but I guess creating what he calls the hubs of bunnies. So listen, we encourage, if you're young and listening to us either on the show or that you're seeing now, or if you're hearing this on the radio when we replay it on our Route 664 radio, give consideration to this. If you're in the Aventura Center Beach area and you're 13 to 19, as Joe says, there'll be a way for you to, hopefully these cards will be available out there, but also you can go to the website. What is the website again, Joe?
ASIB Chamber, that's ASIB chamber.org.
Okay. And what will be expected of these young chamber teens? What I understand that you want to help them be mentored, but are you expecting them to do work for the chamber, work for the community? What's the deal?
Yeah, what we'd like them to do is we'd like them to volunteer. And the reason why we'd like them to volunteer, the merchants in the area, they are open. All right. if it meets the legal parameters, because it's a little bit different than like when we were kids, where you can have a paper route when you're 12 years old, nobody's going
Right.
to come after you.
Right.
Yeah, because it's against the law for a child to open up their own business. We will be working with merchants and members in the area,
Okay.
senior members that are interested in training, and it could be your first job, you know.
Okay. All right. So they get
Uh,
to know the employers in the area. The employers get to know the chamber teens, and I think it's a good idea because you're also getting some. Chambers usually they end up where you got B2B, where it's businesses talking to other businesses. Not all businesses want to do that. I think they also want to talk to consumers. So if you're going to create categories of consumers, chamber teens is one of them. I know you're doing. Are you also having? Is there another chamber membership as well that's open to consumers as opposed to businesses?
yeah, and that's the beautiful thing about our Chamber of Commerce. What we have is we have good citizen
Okay.
membership. All right,
Okay.
that's $150, and that comes
Mhm.
with the discounts with the members through our discount program.
Okay.
Also, but the Chamber Teen is half price. That's
Okay.
$75, and that's
Okay.
for the yearly membership.
All right, fair enough. So you're encouraging non-businesses to join, teenagers to join, and also senior citizens or anybody that's not does anybody that wants to work with the chamber can join and become a part of the Chamber of Commerce, which is a great thing.
Absolutely. There's so many good things that we can do here. And, you
Right.
know, as far as the discounts and the activities, we're going to be working local venues like Holdover Park. There's canoes that are available over at FIU.
Okay.
There's other venues in the area that very, very attractive to young citizens.
Okay. Well, we're looking forward to learning more about that, Joe, on your next visit with us here on Route 664. Joe Gavish,
Beautiful.
Joe is the Chamber of Commerce, the Aventura Center Beach Chamber of Commerce ambassador. He's out and about in the area, so when you see him or he sees you, you better join up. Okay, whether you're young or old, or own a business, join the chamber. All right, Joe.
We're
thank
all
you
in
very
this
much.
together. Thank you.
Yes, we
All
are.
right.
Great having you on board. So a lot going on in the world. As I was driving in this morning, it's kind of hard to think about the road to human kindness. It's got some really significant bumps in it right now. It's hard to believe that there are people in the world who can do some pretty heinous things. But I want to express my sincere feelings about the harm that's been done to some people out there that should never have happened. But in any case, on a higher note, you can do something about all of this. You can do something about the way things are, and you can start by doing it yourself. You can become aware of what you can do to help others and to help yourself through this program, through what we've established with the Endow America Network Foundation. It's an important cog in the wheel of human kindness, and so we invite you to take part in it. Go to our website, socialcharity.org. If you're in a position where you're possibly thinking about selling an asset, whether it's even shares of stock or whatever, if you have capital gain in there, you may want to consider doing some tax planning. We're getting towards the end of the year when tax planning becomes more and more important, and so if you have the need for services of a professional philanthropic advisor, go to the website, socialcharity.org, and check out the site. And we'll be with you again next week, same time, same station. And stay tuned for the other chapters of Charity, and listen to the digital radio station at socialcharity.org/radio. And you can also check us out on our webpage, Facebook, and also watch the videos, the replays of the videos on YouTube. So we've got a lot of areas where you can go to learn more about it. And also, I did want to give an expression of thanks to Osman Darwish. Osman has been writing articles for our program for a while, and he's now getting published. They're being published in the community newspapers, and we want to thank them for doing that as well. You've probably seen them on the Facebook page, but now you'll see them in writing. So we appreciate that. Have a great week.